From Yaad. We're here with the great, the young great,
Great.
the young great,
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
Christopher Ellis.
I boost me. Oh, really?
No man, I'm being real. Your vocal.
And I've got you, and we've got love. You've got me, and we've got us. Ain't no need to rush. Some boy can't play lovers rock or no rubber duck.
Just tell me about yourself. Tell me what you do.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, my name's Christopher Ellis. The big deal about me, to me, is my father. His name's Alton Ellis. That's my father. So that's my introduction to music. I'm an artist now, you know. So I'm a singer-songwriter. And yeah, that's what I do for a living. That's what I do for everything. For love, for living, for everything. Sing. I love it. Best job in the world.
How in love with you? How in love with music are you?
I'm obsessed with music till I used to do shows for free, and I didn't mind. I wasn't trying to get money out of the shows. I was like, yeah, on stage, yes. Until my family started saying, yo, just sing out for the business, and I get no money. How about this? Till I said, bro, true no. That's how much it was, you know. It's just love of the music, you know. Years of singing on stage and not getting paid, and didn't even mind. Because I come off stage, I feel happy about the show. I'm gonna shell the show. It come like that was the wages. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what's carried me all these years to a place where I am now, where start get some recognition and start get a little name out there. But it has to be the love. I tell artists all the time, the love has to carry you first. If you're coming here for fame, for things and money, you're gonna quit in the first few months. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it has to be the love.
Are you happy with where you are in music right now?
Am I happy where I am? Yes, ultimately yes, because you can always be further along. You can always be. Anything you do, you can be further along. But I remember the days when I'd love to be here. I had dreams and wishes just to be where I am now. So although I'm not the biggest thing, but compared to 10 years ago and 12 years ago, I'm so much further, you know. And like I said, I'm being recognized now, so I give thanks. But obviously a long way to go and much more to do. Much more to do. Yeah.
How were you introduced to music?
Oh, to music? I mean, it's from birth really, because my father was a singer, so you know, when I was a little boy, Ken Booth and John come to my house as a kid. You know what I mean? Those artists there come to my house as a child, so I started to look on the albums and say, oh, John Holt, he sings this. He was here yesterday. Okay. Oh, Ken Booth sings this. You know what I mean? And that's what it grew for me. So Alton was the first artist, obviously my dad, and then we start to see John and Ken and say, okay. And then D Brown and those artists, you know? So that's where it first started for me. And then start singing now at 10 years old. Start singing and go on stages at 11. And that's where it really was, the seed was being planted right there. You know what I mean? So 11 years old, first stage show, 5,000 people. And I sung I'm Still in Love. And the rest is history, you know? Yeah, from that day I knew I was gonna be a singer. I knew from that day I'll be a singer. Yeah.
What's the first album you bought from your pockets, your money?
First album I bought from my pocket.
Or even a single?
It was a brand. It was Brandy. No. It was Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
album?
And the album had everything on there. You are everything. I'm not sure that everything.
Oh, love that
Yeah,
song. Love
that
song.
whole album. That was the first. That one there. And Donald Jones, Where I Wanna Be. Yeah, you know. So my introduction to music is what everyone had, which is the soul and those artists. Plus, I had the John Holt and Ken Booth that people my age don't really listen to. You know what I mean? So I was introduced to music by those artists. 112, Usher, John Holt, Ken Booth, Alton. You know what I mean? It was a mixture of those. You know, 112 and those groups, and yeah. So I feel like that's me and my sound come together today. That's the sound I have. Those artists kind of mix up.
What are some of the struggles you faced being a reggae singer not from Jamaica?
Yeah, I mean, you know, being in the UK has a big love for reggae music and reggae artists, you know. But being from Jamaica gives you there's a kind of stamp when you're a reggae artist from Jamaica. But the thing is, I'm Alton Ellis' son, so I don't really have the fight that some of the UK artists have, you know? Because that gives me a stamp that, you know, I am Jamaican, but born in England, kind of, you know what I mean? But that gives me a big stamp and a big head start, I should say. So I'm okay, you know, I'm okay, and I'm respected, and I'm getting more attention and growth. It's coming. It's coming.
Do you think it would have been different or made a difference had you been from Jamaica?
Definitely.
How so?
Definitely. I would have been. I'd be much bigger. I'd be more recognized. I'd be more known. Jamaica is the hub. You know what I mean? This is the headquarters for reggae music. It doesn't matter what country does reggae music. This is the headquarters. This is where everything is. The stable is here. The home is here. This is the birthplace of reggae music. So, yeah, I would have been further. Also, I'd have been mingling with more artists. So I'd have been around. I'd be around the artists that more, the Jack Heroes and the Roman Virgos and, you know, all the artists. I'd have been around them more, and every day in studio like they are. They're always in studio, always, every day. That's where they hang out, play dominoes, the studio. You know what I mean? Them drink at studio, everything's studio. England don't really have that kind of culture, right? You know. So, yeah.
What's the experience being in England and on the reggae scene? What's that experience like? You know how you just mentioned they would be hanging out at the studio and be mingling with other artists.
Yeah.
What's the experience like?
In the UK, it's a bit different, you know. It's a bit different. I mean, the first thing is we're not outside so much. It's cold, you know. So everyone's inside. Everyone's in their house, and then you might book a studio time and do something. So it's like a special occasion to book. You book and you go studio. Oh, studio. Whereas in Jamaica, the man them live at studio. You know what I mean? It's like normal. Like I was there last week. Me and Busy Signal and Chris Martin and who else is there? And D Major. Like 3 days in a row. Just normal. Sometimes they're not even recording. You know what I mean? It's just where they are. And England doesn't really have that culture, but it's still there's still a big market over there, and they still do love reggae music. So you know, the artists that are successful in the UK.
Who are some of your favorite artists?
Okay, favorite artists. Let's put Alton Ellis to the side. Barris. I have him on a pedestal, like Barris. You see Pressure Bus Pipe? Man, Pressure Bus Pipe. Who else do I have as an artist? And those artists who I mentioned, the soul artists as well, those are my like 112. Them artists there is, you know, Usher Raymond and those artists there. Who else do I love over here? I love artists like Busy Signal and Chronics. These artists, you know. There's so many artists still, but yeah, those are the artists that, you know, really. Gong. Gina Gong. Crazy. Gina Gong. Crazy. Yeah, man, and there's more as well. There's more as well. I like so many artists.
If you could collab with any artist, alive or deceased, who would it be and why?
With Barris. Any artist in the world with Barris. And you might think, why? It's so accessible. It's so Barris just he can't make a bad song. He's just something about Barris that every song the man make, just melody and lyrics and it's gift. You know, I did a dub plate with him around 2 months ago. I play the dub like it's a song. I play it every day like it's a song. Yeah, man, Barris, man. In fact, we went to his studio and the man that played to him, Still Go a Dance. The man loved the tune. Yeah, Still Go a Dance. So yeah, Barris is the artist who I really have on a pedestal. That's, wow, you know.
Give us a piece of Still Go a Dance.
Let me say, hey, miss when reggae music play. What a way the dance all change. Yes, we still go about the same way. Believe me when I say, hey. Miss when reggae music play, sure. What a way the dance all change. Yet we still go out the same way. But yo, Barris, I said to him, Say we not cause no trouble. I know this, we had this. We really love how you juggle, but there's a sound that you miss. You've got most grounds covered, but we want reminisce for the long time days. And it's why hear some Dennis. You can play anyone or even a few Alton Ellis, cause we love every song. And draw a couple berries, with the crowd sing along and nice up the place. See.
Sure.
You say reggae? Cheese. Murder. Yeah man, still go dance, check it out. Big sound. Big sound.
What album do you wish you could be in the studio to be a part of, you know, to listen to while being recorded? What album? Any album out there?
Wait, tell me again. We say, ask me that again.
You know how you have some favorite albums?
Yeah.
You love them and you wish you could just sit in and listen to them while being recorded. Any albums come to mind?
Well, yeah, and it's funny I say this because this artist who I'm gonna pick, I was in the studio for all his other albums after. You know, Junior Gong Jamrock album. I didn't know Gong yet. Right after Jamrock, I signed with Gong, and I was there during the whole of the album with Nas, the Stony Hill album. I was there for all of that, there every day. But Jamrock album, the album itself, the moment in time, it captures a certain moment, everything about it. And my song on the album is There For You. You know what I mean? Yeah, There For You is like a prayer, it's crazy. You know, and yeah, that's the album I'd pick. Welcome to Jamrock album. Epic.
What do you think of the state of today's music?
I think the state of things, okay, so let me tell you. Many people are disgruntled with the state. This is my thing, right? My dad told me that the sound changes every 15 years. There's a new sound. He told me that. When he was doing music in the early days, it was mental. It's called mental. It changed to ska. It was rocksteady, you know what I mean? And the thing progressed. So right now there's a new sound coming out that some people don't like. But I love it because it's something that's born, something that's been born now. It's new. All I want them to do is not neglect the old sound. That's all I want to do. Is keep this one drop thing going. You see, it's the one drop when I make them go. Yeah, those sounds must be preserved. So I don't mind the new sound. I love the new sound. I love the mixture with a little hip hop flavor with the dancehall in it together. You know?
What's the name of the new song?
I think they call it trap dancehall, something like that, or something like that. But yeah, man. But I like it. I like it, and it shows that we're not stagnant as well. You know what I mean? So it's okay. It's okay, but please preserve the sound we do have, the one drop. You know what I mean? So that's my stance on that.
Tell me your worst experience with another musician.
Worst experience?
You don't have to name names if you don't want to.
Worst experience? I mean, sometimes I won't say worst experience, but this here is like, okay, there's an artist in the UK who was around and there was one song playing on radio, and you see the shift in their aura, chest high business and rare. I'm saying, you got one song playing on radio. I don't like to say the big star, you know. One song the man ever play on radio and start move different. I'm saying, you know what I mean? But they say that this happens all the time, so you know, what can you say? Sweat. You get hype. Sweat.
Tell me your best experience with another musician.
Best experience. I've got a few still. Yeah, a certain man who you expect to be kind of hype, and it's easy and laid back and rare, you know. Man like Chronix and man like Chronix. Chronix is one of the soups, and see him in just easy and reason and rare, and you know what I mean, very humble and kind of stuck in the States. Big up Chronix.
When you're done with music, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want your legacy to be?
Well, I'm not done with music though.
When you're done?
I'm not done with music.
You're not done with
No, sir. No. So, I mean, I feel like
what would you want to be attached to your name musically?
when it comes to me now, I would love for them to say, yo, Christopher Ellis, right? You know, some father Alton Ellis, and I want to add so much to the legacy. You know what I mean? I want to add to the legacy and also help to introduce patrons to Alton Ellis. You know what I mean? So it isn't just me being introduced. to his patrons also introduce and make the thing grow. You know, I do admire how the Marleys do it. Yeah, that's a good example for me. You know, they really carry on the name, add to the name, and keep the whole brand growing, keep everything growing. So I hope to do that for my father, you know, to add to the Alton Ellis thing and become an artist within my own rights. Yes, Christopher Ellis, of some bad song, and his father's Alton Ellis, you know, instead of the main thing is, oh, Alton, son, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I want to do, and become an artist, etched in reggae music. When I say, okay, yeah man, this you. Him can tour and him can run stage show and all these things. Yeah.
Tell me one of your best memories with your father, musical or otherwise.
I've got many of those. Being on stage is the main one. I think 11 years old, and he called me out on stage. You know, I just like to share that moment with him. It's on YouTube, by the way. You know, just type Christopher Ellis, 11 years old, and you see it. That's a great memory. But I have many of him on the road. Me and him on the road, and the comedy. As you know, our family has some comedy in there, so him have the comedy as well, and some joke and pure laughing and tears. To me, and I laugh and I roll with tears. So there's so many, man. There's so many to pick. To pick one is hard, but there's so many. You know, trust me. Yeah, man.
What's your last memory with your father?
Last memory. Oh, that might be a bit. I mean, because I was there when he passed away. I was there when his breath left his body, so that's probably the last thing, you know. And I was egging him on. I don't mean to be morbid or nothing, but I was egging him on to breathe again, you know. He's taking some last gasps, some long gaps in between one. Some long gap. I said, go again, and then go again last time, and let out the last one. So that's the last memory still, but I'm not grieving again so much, you know. I'm more seeing it in a more, I see him in a more celebration way, you know. I celebrate him, you know. I'm proud of him as well, you know. I'm proud of the legacy. I'm proud of what he's done. I'm proud of when I walk into a room and say, yo, Alton, son, no. And a man give you a story, say, yo, it's your father. And tell me, you know, don't stop singing, you know. Kick down the door, don't stop singing. Yeah, I always hear positive stories. And that's an example for all of us to live good. You know what I mean? So that our cousins and brothers and kids will get that same thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, so it's all positive, which is great.
Where's your favorite place to visit in Jamaica? Because I know that you're here a lot.
My favorite place to visit?
Yes.
You sure I'm going to tell you?
Yes, man, we want to hear it.
Trenchtown.
Why Trenchtown?
I don't know, I have a love affair with them down there, man. I just feel like, you know, although the place is experiencing poverty, and there's something special about down there. There's something organic and there's something honest about down there, and how can I word it? There's some beauty in it, you know. There's some beauty in the ghetto, and some rawness that's just nice. It's just nice, and the community vibes, people outside, and kids are playing football, and two men are reason, dominoes over there, so two men are arguing over there over something where the two of them don't know about. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna pop up Google and say, yo, you're wrong, you was right. See me tell you? You know, just the whole thing down there. Pure comedy, man. It's just sad about, you know, the state of the place with the poverty. That's the only thing that keeps the place kind of oppressed, is the poverty. But yeah, man, Trenchtown, my favorite place, to be honest with you.
Do you think they know how special it is down there?
No way. No way. Because if they knew, there'll be tours going through there all the time. Tours just going through. Delroy Wilson lived there. Alton Ellis lived there. Bob Marley lived there. You know what I mean? That should be a tour going through the place. Ken Booth lived there. They don't know. They don't know. And that's sad, but still, it's a great place. Yeah.
Where do you love to eat when you visit Jamaica?
To be honest with you, I like in Yard where you can come out of a dance and the jerk man up on the corner. You know what I mean? Just that little, you know, the jerk man and give you a jerk and nice and spicy. I like those things about Jamaica. I'm born in England, so this, you know, the Jamaican experience for me, it's more special than just to a Jamaican person. You know what I mean? Yeah. So those little places there. And I can't say Island Grill. If I say Island Grill, you're gonna say what? You can't pick a franchise when you It just sounds weird, innit? It's like a franchise.
What do you think is needed to improve music in Jamaica?
Improve music in Jamaica.
If any improvement is needed.
I mean, see, I can't sit here and say the music needs improving. You know what I mean? It's kind of not fair to say that because the music is however it is. You know what I mean? So if right now there's not a lot of one drop coming out, there's this coming out, and this is the new sound, and I can't sit here and say, oh, this sounds lame. This whole sound is a lame sound. I can't because it sounds popular, and the world like it. So, you know, yeah, it's not every song's gonna be a great song, but some songs are gonna be a 2-week song. That's how it is. So, you know, but I just feel like more producers and the creation is what helps the music. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we must listen to the youths because when is he back in the days when my father was singing? My mother, her father he had that as Booga Yaga music. Them nice tunes, better get red. My grandfather said, yo, a Booga Yaga thing, want to hear that? You know what I mean? They want Sam Cooke and the Soul Man them, and they didn't understand it, the reggae, you know? Them uptown man didn't understand the reggae. So after a while now, when Alton gets seasoning, Delroy Wilson, Kendall get seasoning, people start saying, yeah. Them time that my grandfather start understanding it. But at first, he said, what is this? Come on, the Booga Yaga thing. So it just shows that we must listen to the youths now. And don't say, oh, that's crap. You know what I mean? Just listen to them. It's a new sound and we've got to accept the new sound. Yeah.
What's your favorite place that you've been to perform thus far?
Favorite place? I've got a few, but I would say Japan is very special.
Why?
Yeah, Japan, because I found it amazing how people who I can't even speak to, I can't even talk to like this, they can say, what we have is better than love to me. I'm saying, man, know my song. And when I come off stage, I can't talk to him and say, yes, how you doing? Where you from? And him say, oh, no English, but better than love, I love. And your father, I love your father. You know, those things. And I'm amazed how half of the show can't speak English, but they love these songs. You know, they love singers as well. They love like artists like Peter McLean and. You know, they love Roman Virgo, Tarish Riley. They love all these songs. They can't speak English, half of them. You know, so Japan is very special for that reason. Yeah, for that reason.
Anywhere you haven't performed where you're aspiring to perform?
I'd say somewhere like Brazil or Mexico. I've been to Brazil or Mexico. I've been to Gambia, which is special. That's Africa. Gambia is dope. Me and Gappy Ranks go there and do a show, Wicked, show Ram, and they love reggae music. But yeah, someone like Argentina or you know, or Colombia. I haven't been there. Argentina, Colombia, and Brazil, and Mexico. I haven't been those places. So I'd love to go there and do. I've been to New Zealand. Yeah, way out New Zealand, you know, way over there. But yeah, these 4 countries I've mentioned, I'd love to go to one of those. Spreading slowly, the music's spreading, so we have to keep working. We can't stop working. Yeah. And I'm just grateful that I had the love for it, because the love is what carries me. You know what I mean? When the money now coming and everything, love for the thing is what carries me. And there's results after the love, trust me. There's results, man. I'm seeing them now.
What's the latest for Christopher Ellis?
So right now, in fact, today's a special day because my song is out today.
Oh yeah? What's the name of it?
It's called Rubber Dub, produced by Junadon. And we have high hopes for the song. The song's great. The last 2 songs done great, and they're still growing. Still Go a Dance and Flame Against the Wind. Those 2 songs, yeah, done very well. And we're on to this one now.
You want to give us a piece of it?
This one says it's edgy and it's rough, and it's me again, you know, trying to keep the sound alive. This one drop reggae music, this sound. Some sound don't play lovers rock, 'cause they don't got love for you. Them pull up too fast, 'cause them can't last making love to you. Baby, I play rubber dub for you. Rubber dub for you. Baby, I pay rubber dub for you. Rubber dub for you. Huh. And even though the real rubber dub still sounds so sweet, they're not talking about it. And even when the competition claims that them can compete, yeah, but I doubt it. We've got tunes, we've got dubs, and I've got you, we've got love. And you've got me, we've got us. Ain't no need to rush. Some sound don't play lovers rocker, they don't got love for you. Rubber dub.
Where can we hear Rubber Dub? Where can we find it?
So everywhere right now, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Pandora, Apple, everywhere, you know. So that's why streaming is great, because it puts the song in a store for everyone at the same time, you know. Yeah, it's great. It's a good time for music, because like I said, it goes in one place. Whereas years ago now, you got to print a CD, but that CD, obviously, if you print 2,000, it's 2,000 people you got to make. You know what I mean? Now it just goes to a place where it's available for 100 million people or 200, you know, everyone in the world basically, and who wants to hear it can go there. You know, so that's why I like the streaming. I like the streaming thing now, and where the music's at with the streaming. It helps us to get heard more. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So check it out now on Spotify, all these pages. Rubber Dub, produced by Junior Gong, Christopher Ellis.
Where can we find you for bookings?
So for bookings, it's Chris Ellis Music Child at sky.com. That's music with a Z. Chris Ellis Music with a Z Child at sky.com. That's the management there. And on Instagram, it's Instagram, type Christopher Ellis and you'll see me. Just type Christopher Ellis, you'll see me. Twitter, same thing, Christopher Ellis, you'll see me. Facebook, Christopher Ellis. But I do the Instagram myself, and the team do the rest. So if you want to talk to me direct, Insta. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what it is. Yeah. Jamaica, I love you. I love the world. Love you. No, I want to say thank you for everyone who's supported me so far, and who's helped me to grow in music over the last few years. You know, it started out. I've seen the growth, and we're growing all the time. So I give thanks to everyone who's ever bought a ticket to come to a show, or a CD, or stream the music. Thank you. Stay with me. So much more to give. Christopher Ellis. Thank you so much. Humility, humbleness. Hey, loving all the songs we play. Big songs all night and day. And yes, we still go out that same way. Views from Yaad. It's Christopher Ellis. Big up.